What is up, YouTube? It is Jim right here, back at it again with another video, and I haven't done one of these. I don't think I've ever done one of these before, but I think now's the time I should probably start doing it, and especially coming off of the game. I don't know if you guys, well, you guys probably tell by the title. This is about the blown call in the Falcons Seahawks game, and before we get started, like my teachers say in English class, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the defense on why this play didn't change the game and why we can't sit here and blame this the whole game on this one play. And first off, before I even say that, I want to say that I am not upset that we lost the game. I'm not. Did I think we played better than them and outplayed them? Yeah. Do I think us not doing anything in the first half hurt us and made it harder for us to win this game? Yeah. But we put ourselves in a position to win the game, and honestly, we should have won this game. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say why we shouldn't have won, or why we got lucky. We blocked the extra point. He missed a field goal that he probably should have made. All right, there we go. Well, he had a bobbled snap, whatever. No biggie. The Matt Ryan interception hurt us, because obviously it set him up for that game-winning field goal. It's a bad bounce. Julio doesn't drop the ball that often, so I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's Julio's fault we lost the game, because Julio had a huge game. That interception really did hurt us, as well as the strip sack at the beginning of the game. If you think about it, 10 of their points was all off that defense. Their offense really didn't do that much the whole game. For the most part, the Falcons kept them in check. Now, they did keep the Falcons in check for the first half. I give them credit for that. As well as our offensive line just played horrific in the first half. The second half, they played a whole lot better. Matt Ryan had more time, and he delivered some really good balls like we know he's capable of doing. But now we're going to go ahead and get into that call. And I'm just going to say, I don't know what the dude's name is on Sunday Night Football, the countdown right before the game. I know you have Tony Dungy and the other dude. He said straight up, he said, that's a blown call that cannot happen. And it's funny because even he said that refs are known to not make those calls in the fourth quarter in the clutch like that. But here's the thing. He also said this too. If you're not going to make the call, why have them out there? Why have officials out there, and why even play the last 2 minutes of the game if you're going to sit here and you're going to let them break the rules and the refs are too scared to make a call because they don't want to affect the game, but you not making a call is affecting the game. Who knew if the Falcons were going to score a field goal right there? Were they in field goal position on that penalty? Because that was pass interference. I'm going to have the picture up this whole time I'm sitting here going on this rant. It was pass interference. It wasn't holding. You could have called holding, but it was pass interference. The ball was in the air, and he had his left arm locked. Was it his left or his right? Actually, I think it was his right arm locked. He had his right arm wrapped around with two hands, and do you know what the crazy part is? He still almost caught it. Julio Jones burnt Sherman, then burnt what's his name, Earl Thomas, and almost caught the ball, getting held and pass interfered. Dude, that call right there that's a terrible call. Who knows if we make a field goal right there or we get any more yards? Who knows? But the thing is, you can't take the game out of the player's hands. I know I'm sitting here saying the ref should have made the call, and that would have changed the game, obviously. But them not making the call changes the game. Because that should have been called. Everybody in their right mind, even the Seahawks fans, know that should have been called. That is a terrible, terrible, terrible miscall. I think there was a play in the Giants game that there was a pass interference call too that shouldn't have been called. I didn't watch that game, so I'm not too sure, but I've heard a lot of stuff on Instagram and stuff about it, so that's why I'm going to mention that. So there's been a lot of bad calls this past weekend, and it's really affecting teams. Now, the Giants did win that game, so it didn't really affect them too much. But that was fourth down. That is arguably the biggest play of the game, and they sat there and they held their whistle. You can't do that, man. They're really lucky this isn't a playoff game and something that meant a whole lot. Yeah, it's a big game. It would have been huge for the Falcons to win that because nobody thought the Falcons were going to go beat Denver. Nobody thought the Falcons were going to sit there. Well, when they beat Denver, people thought, hey, maybe they can beat Seattle. They should have beat Seattle. They outplayed Seattle. They smacked them in the mouth in the second half. To be honest, you can sit here and say whatever you want, Sherman locking up Julio, but in all honesty, Sherman cost them 2 touchdowns. Sherman kind of got exposed not playing his proper zone and leaving what's his name, Toyolo open for a 40-yard touchdown, as well as Julio for a big touchdown. So he kind of got exposed. But that play, man, I'm not upset that we lost. If he would have thrown the ball and it had got batted down, or if he'd have thrown the ball out of bounds or got sacked in the game, yeah, it'd have been frustrating because Julio did have that tip pick that wasn't Ryan's fault. And I'm not gonna put the blame on Julio because he has such a big game, but that was a crucial play. But at the end of the day, that is a terrible no call. Like that, I've never seen something so blatant. And now I know you can say, oh well, Hail Mary situations, they're allowed to do this and that in the third. But yeah, but here's the difference though. It's going down the middle of the field. Everybody saw that. You have a judge in the middle of the field, and he held his arm. Julio could barely get one arm on it because he was getting held. He was getting held. He was getting pass interfered. Dude, it's just sickening because like most of y'all aren't even probably Falcons fans, so y'all don't feel what I'm feeling right now. But like if that happens to your team and you're on the road and everybody doubted you to win this game, and like you're sitting here and you outplayed them so much in the second half. Yeah, we didn't play good in the first half. Their defense outplayed our whole team in the first half. I don't really think their offense was that great in the first half. I just think they took care of good field position. You know what I mean? Like the Falcons were pinned back deep a lot in the first half. But in the second half, we deserved the win, man. Like, and the way that ended, for it to end like that, that just sucks. Because that was a heck of a game. Like, I know I'm a Falcons fan, and I'm pretty butthurt right now that we lost. I'm not upset that we lost. It's just how we lost. You feel me? Like, I'm telling you, if we got sacked or something, I wouldn't be sitting here ranting about this. I'd probably be sitting here, like, complaining about our offensive line sucking crazy, you know, just sucking massive balls. But instead, I'm sitting here complaining about the refs missing an obvious pass interference call. Like, and then it's funny because right after that pass interference call, everybody wants to sit here and be like, oh, Sherman locked down Julio. Oh, Sherman locked down. Julio had 40 something yards receiving on the day and a touchdown. You know what? They're going to be like, oh, but Sherman didn't cover him the whole game. That's Sherman's fault. The best corner is supposed to follow the best receiver. So the fact that he didn't follow him. And what made it worse is Sherman blew coverages that cost him 14 points. Like, and then it should have cost them 17 because that should have been a penalty right there and got us in field goal range. And we probably would have hit the field goal. I'm going to be honest because Matt Bryant's been on a tear. He's been doing his thing. We were going to go down and probably win that game, in my opinion, because they weren't really stopping us for the most part. But I also want to get at the third down play right before that. Now, Matt Ryan had about 8 yards he probably could have ran for to get the first down. Maybe 10. Maybe he could have got the first down if he would have dove. I'm not too sure on that because I saw Earl Thomas was coming across the field, and he's not about to outrun Earl Thomas. I know that for a fact. But I really do think he shouldn't have thrown the ball to Sanu, and he should have taken off and tried to get at least some yards to make fourth down a little bit easier because we have the best offense in the NFL stat-wise, and you have arguably the best receiver and some really good weapons out there. And I really think that if they would have went and got that and made that a fourth and manageable, like a fourth and short, then yeah. But I also don't really agree with them going super deep on the last two plays. Like I didn't really like those play calls. But that's neither here or there. Like that wasn't the thing is I'm sitting here and I'm going to complain about that no call because at some point the refs got to stop like holding their whistle. Like you're getting paid to make these decisions and cost teams games. Now, hopefully this won't come back to bite us because we should win our division. We're at 4-2. The next closest team is 2-3. Like, we should win our division. That's not the problem. But what if we don't get the number one seed? Like, let's say that the Falcons run the table and have a chance of getting the number one seed. I'm not saying they're going to win all their games. But what if they make a push to possibly get the number one seed? I know the Vikings are, like, on a roll right there right now. I'm just saying, like, metaphorically. What if this cost us a bye? Because Dallas is on a roll right now. What if this costs us a chance at getting a bye in the playoffs? Like, I don't know, man. Like, stuff like this can come back to haunt you. Like, I don't understand. Like, we're going to be all right. The Falcons are going to be all right. It was a good showing. Everybody saw, like, this team is for real. I know last year we were 5-0 and we blew the rest of the season. I get that. But you got to look at this, though. Like, we didn't play. The quality of teams we played were not up there, like, last year. Like, we beat on. Who did we beat on? We beat on, like, the Bucks. No, we didn't even beat on the Bucks. Who did we beat on? I don't even know. We beat on the Cowboys without Romo. We beat on the Titans. Like, we didn't play good teams. This year we've played good teams, and we've hung in there. And we should. Honestly, I really do believe that we should be undefeated. I think that Bucks loss was just brutal because of all the missed tackles and all the drop passes. I'm not going to get into that. But this game today, definitely we should have at least had a chance to win that game. Like, we should have had a chance to make a field goal and win that game. And it's just disappointing. and it's just disgusting that they took the game out of the players' hands by not not throwing the flag, because it was very, very obvious that that was a blown call, and everybody in the media and everywhere is saying that. Now I'm gonna give credit to Seattle because they locked the Falcons up in the first half and everything, but when it comes down to it, they definitely did not outplay the Falcons, and they should not have won that game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do more videos like this, because after game reactions, like, I'm sometimes, like, I'm not even really that mad. I'm just upset at the call. Like, sometimes, like, the Falcons go out and Matt Ryan throws 4 picks. I'm heated. Like, I'm ready to just, bro, go to his house and just give him a piece of my mind. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even mad. I'm just upset and just frustrated at the fact that that call was not made and it cost us the game. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do more of these videos weekly after Falcons games. I'll be sure to do it. You know, it doesn't take no time to do, and just trying to get this off of my chest because I don't want to be going to sleep upset because of the game that just happened. Even though I am, it's whatever. We got to move on. We're at 4-2, first place in the division. We're gonna be all right, man. We're gonna be all right. We did good on this little road trip. We went, what, 2-1, I think. Yeah, we went 1-1 on that hard road trip to Denver and to Seattle. Should have came out 2-0, but it's all right. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's your boy J Mutt. I'm signing out. Peace.